Goal to go. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defense.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Now Breeze on third down. And he connects with Ertz. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards there and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That one good for 24 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 6-0 our score after 1. The NFC with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley of Baltimore with a tackle. Here's Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. They stop him after a gain of only 4, and that brings up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle. Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shifts by him. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown! That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the AFC adds on to their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on first down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Khalil Mack of the Bears, the one to make the tackle. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. No move to get the offense off the field here. They converted once on this drive on 4th. They'll go again and try it once more. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Conner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game. And maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Well, Charles, as we peek back to week one, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense, not necessarily Aaron.
There we go.
What they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry, put up 43 points on the Browns.
So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turn their ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
A couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, they're going back to 25.
Got home that time.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter.
Hold on, wait, what?
What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10 is counter. Fletcher Cox, the Eagles All-Pro, there to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. This is Connor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's a loss of 8. To bring up 3rd.
Okay.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Oh, yeah. We got 4-18.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. He was looking for Landry that time.
Ooh.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll talk it over here. What'll be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes this up to the 4. Yard line before being corralled. Now Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Breeze to throw. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Breeze again. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. On first down, it's Connor. Sheds another. He won't go down. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Right back to Connor here on first. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. James Conner, 28 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the best.
I would say that they're not quite as committed to getting a guy on the ground in the Pro Bowl as maybe during the regular season and, of course, in the playoffs. But still, heck of an individual effort there on that run.
So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. To try again after the sack. Breeze, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Breeze now to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here now Roberts. And he breaks through another tackle. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we...
Hold on. I'm going to share my screen shot with one of my friends. Well, 2 of my friends. Somebody else.
Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team franchise or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Oh, there is. Hold on, guys. Guys, I'm gonna stop this one. Find something else.